Hello, Farm of Life family.
Hey, family.
Here we have really someone awesome. You know, here we are, rainy season 2016 again, and yet another guest is going to leave having changed so much, having shifted so much, and really did the work. You know, Jody and I, right, we say in it to win it. And people, you know, this can't, everyone, Farm of Life family, this is Candace. Candace, there she is.
Hi.
Totally in it to win it, really did the work, mind, body, spirit. Let's talk about it. First off, how'd you find out about us?
So I found out about Farm of Life when I just did an internet search, but I was looking specifically for a healing retreat, and I knew I wanted something like in Central or South America, just because I figured it would be more affordable.
Yeah.
And I love this part of the world, so
it's pretty.
But yeah, I searched for like a simple healing retreat, and that's really what I wanted, was something not too many frills. Creature comforts, like that's not what I was looking for this trip.
Right.
Just really close to the earth, and I just keep saying to friends and family back home, I could not have special ordered this place to be any more perfect for me. Like,
yes.
The first week, 2 weeks that I was here, I mean, even still, I'm finding out about things here that you guys have on campus, or opportunities, or that I'm just like, seriously? I've either thought, heard about that before years ago, always wanted to do it, or, the herbs that are just all around. I love herbal tea, and, I've learned so much about using the herbs, and I love to walk and gather them. And, I mean, I could just go on and on about all of the really simple healing things that,
Just part of our everyday reality here.
Yeah, and you Googled it, right? You just kind of Googled healing retreats, and boom, we showed up. And I'm such gratitude for that, right? We have people, what's that called? SEO? I don't know anything about computers. SEO and people, keywords, this, that, and the other, and then our keywords, it comes in really good, and so here comes Candace.
Yeah. And I feel like the website really does a good job of letting you know what's here. And I will say, I was so, I thought from the website, I think these people really have their act together. Like, I think they really
a little bit
are, and it's true. I was, it wasn't a lie.
A little bit. We take care of every guest. Whatever you guys want to do, right? We take care of it.
Yeah.
We do the best we can, anyway.
Candace, why were you doing that web search?
Okay. So long story, relatively short.
Definitely short.
Okay. I've been sick for like 12 years. Had a lot of health issues, from chronic fatigue to all the leaky gut and stuff like that. And I had just gone up and down with getting better, managing the symptoms, feeling like I was over it, past it, and then it would come back. And then in the past year, I felt like it really took a downhill turn. I got a really severe kidney infection last summer, and it wouldn't go away. So I had it for about a year or 9 months when I started thinking, this is not good. I'm a mother of 2 kids. If it's in your kidneys, it's pretty serious. And I just really decided I needed to take, instead of half-assing it and doing a little bit every day, or, maybe taking a day or a weekend here to rest, here and there, I decided to go, I just needed to do something kind of drastic.
Yeah, 1 month.
And I also realized, I talked to a friend and I said, I just need to go deep and focus on this. And she said, yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to do that at home. Like, I think maybe you need to go somewhere. And that's what I had been thinking too, but it was hard to admit that to myself.
Yeah.
And say, yeah, I need to say goodbye to my family for 30 days during the summer when the kids are off school, and go take care of myself. Like, that is huge for a mother to, it's hard. I mean, it took me really 12 years to face that reality. So that's how I got here.
That is so awesome. And I guess we'll touch upon this now. We were just talking about this before we started the interview, how you can inspire other mothers that are out there that maybe are watching this, right? You know, because there's a lot of women out there that are like, you know what, there's a lot going on in my life. I've got kids, and I'm in this doing, and I have no time for myself. I can't create time for myself. And what happens when that happens? You get sick, right? So women that are out there,
so much burnout.
yeah,
I mean,
you may have to take some time for yourself. Come on down for a little while, for a little R&R.
highly recommend it, and I will. And
Yeah.
I just, you know, I also knew I was doing it for my kids. I mean, so I would be around for them, not, you know, get really sick or die, but
Right.
way beyond that, being healthy and happy and at peace with myself. I mean, it's already, even I haven't even seen them, you know, in 30
I know.
days, but it's already radiating out. My husband has really stepped into his, you know, health, being more responsible for his health.
That's awesome.
And it has so many ripple effects.
It is
So-
interesting, like your departure back home. Yeah, you'll see this when you get home, but that's left a vacancy where they've had to fill in
Yeah, I
and
just
explore
talked,
themselves too.
Yeah.
So
I
you're
just
like
talked to my
Mr.
husband
Mom.
last
Husband.
night.
What's your husband's name?
Jonathan.
Hey, John, how's the laundry
Jonathan.
doing?
Oh, dude, it's way past laundry. He's laundry, cooking, arranging carpool. He arranged a swim
Wow.
party for the family.
Swim parties, John. I can't do that.
And he built furniture.
I
And-
can't even build
cabinets, right?
furniture.
Yeah, he built a whole cabinet for the living room, replaced a light fixture,
Good
bought
job,
a new
Jonathan.
stove.
John, you're amazing. All I do is stare at the sun, man.
Bravo. Hence the sun.
But yeah, and I mean, it really did. It like left. You're exactly right. It left this big hole where all of a sudden they all three had to really step up and take responsibility for their own emotions. You know.
Yep.
And their own time and health and happiness and yeah, I just couldn't be better all around.
I hear we're going to see John down here at
Oh, yeah.
sometime.
He's a little bit jealous.
Get
and
ready.
next
So
summer.
let's talk about that experience.
Yeah, let's talk about your
Farm-a-life
experience now, dude.
experience.
I'm alive.
Yeah, tell us. I mean, there's a million things, right? And I know you did some plant medicine work, but you really went down the rabbit hole on some other venues too. So let's talk about those. Radical forgiveness.
Yeah. So a couple of years ago, I had a friend who's actually a Reiki practitioner who gave me a radical forgiveness worksheet. And she said,
Sweet.
this might be good for you. Because she knew I was dealing with some really deep, painful issues about my past. And I looked at the worksheet and I said, oh, God, no, I can't, you know,
Mhm.
I couldn't get to that point at that time. And I put it in my desk drawer. And then for some reason, I thought about it before I came here. I put it on my list to buy the book, but I didn't do it. So when I got here on the first day, there were a few copies in the Harvest House, and I just knew. I was like, oh, it's waiting for me.
Yeah.
And the book is so well written and easy to read, I felt like, and logical and smart and kind of, you know, just it flows. And then it's step by step. I feel like it's allowed me to meet myself where I am, whether it's like a tiny little issue of being annoyed at something or being sad about someone else's anything, or resentful of huge stories in my past where I felt like a victim. And it's like it's allowed me to be there in that place and kind of like work through some of that, those really ugly feelings, and then take a baby step and say, okay, well, I'm just going to love myself for having these feelings. And then take another baby step and say, okay, well, these are my feelings, and I know, and I kind of chose to have these feelings because of my perception. And then all the way to, I really, truly, I'm not just saying this, I really see that my soul actually chose to have that experience in this lifetime. And it's manifested in all these ways, and it kind of makes you laugh, you know, and you step back and you're like, wow, I did that over and over and over. Saw myself as a victim in this situation.
Nice.
And it's such a big relief.
Huge. That's the aha moment. When you're like, oh, I'm an active participant in all my shit. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then it doesn't even feel like shit anymore.
No.
It just feels like,
It's funny.
that was kind of funny.
Yeah, it becomes comical.
But
Yeah.
it's also, so I did a lot of that work the first week I was here. Like you said, there were a lot of tours I didn't go on. I would just go to my room and do my radical forgiveness work, and then all the other energy work that I've had done here with you and Jack and Lacey and Secret, and the plant medicine. It's all, I really feel like the radical forgiveness work helped me lay the foundation for opening up to that stuff.
Such a great book.
And then it all just enhances each other, it's just like coming from every angle. And I just let go of, and physically it's like, it's manifesting too. I'm letting go of a lot of shit.
And I have to, and that brings us to, we have to touch upon this now, right? The bulb.
Oh,
the bulb. So we just introduced it. Jody and I have had it up here. It's called the Molecular Enhancer. It's a Dan Dials, kind of a Nikola Tesla quantum physicist guru guy. You talk to him on the phone, you can't even understand him. He's like super scientist, dude. So he came up with this machine, and it's really cool. And Jody and I, we had it here, and we're like, man, let's put it down in the spa so everybody can use it. So we just put it down there last week or something like that.
No,
when I was gone.
4 days ago.
Or 4 days.
That's when I started using
it.
it.
So she starts using it, and it's very obtuse. It's a pulsed electromagnetic frequency unit. For those of you who don't know, what those are. It just kind of runs a strong frequency, because the human body is just an energetic organism, right? An electrical organism. So this runs like an electrical current through the body, opening up energy. And you're using it just for a few days, and what happened?
Well, like I said, I feel like I've been here for 26 days now.
Right.
So all of these things
all
have
inclusive, sure.
been leading up and opening me up, and little blocks have been leaving and big blocks have been leaving.
Yeah.
But I spent, so for 3 days, I spent about an hour holding the glass bulb with the current, and I would put it on my belly because I've had all these intestinal problems. So I would just kind of move it around.
And you've been constipated.
Oh yeah. So part of my huge story is I've been
parasites, constipation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And constipation, like, at a legendary level. Like,
yeah, man. Like not going for a month.
Multiple times in
Dear
the past
God.
10 years. That I've gone a month, 3 weeks, 2
Wow.
weeks, and without having a bowel movement, and it seems to defy all natural laws. Like, why am I not dead? And I have theories about that. But
you're so full of shit, Candace.
I know. I was like, I am so full of shit. But that's true. Like, it's really... Okay, that's a whole other story.
Right.
What happened the past few days was... I didn't really feel anything the first couple days.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third day, this was yesterday, and mind you, like you said, this is all connected because the night before I had all this stuff going on with my family of origin at home.
Mm-hmm.
Just, it was like bringing up my shit, and in a brand new way. And then that morning too, like all this stuff came up, and I just was looking at it. And I go down to the spa, and I start using the bulb, and after about 20 or 30 minutes, I get a really strong sensation, and it's really hard to explain, but it's like it's like an internal chemical thing, but I sat with it for about 10 minutes, and I'm sort of like writhing, and like it comes in waves, like contractions almost, like giving birth a little bit. And then after about 10 minutes, I couldn't take it anymore. I turned off the machine, and I went into the bathroom, and I gave birth to an alien.
She gave birth to a log alien. It's been in there for years.
I can't believe I'm saying this, and it's going to be out there in the world, but
YouTube video.
Thanks, Jody. It was like, it was probably like a week's worth of shit, and
wow.
But it all came out in one long piece, and it was like seeing a cast of my bowel right there before me, and it just
a mold of it.
Yeah.
And that could have been old stuff, right?
Yeah.
Had to have been.
Yeah, it has to be. And but the feelings that came with it were very similar to the feelings that a couple years ago when I was doing a lot of parasite cleansing. it's like this chemical, die off or whatever happens when they exit. And it's very distinct. You know it if you've had it. And and I really, so we've been talking a lot about frequency.
Yeah.
And how it's almost like, it's like at first part of you's like, oh, this doesn't feel right. But it's the parasites, it's the dark energy, it's really like the lies, that don't like this vibration, and then they leave.
They're gone. Just like energy blockages or anything else like that. They don't like, right? The dense vibrations don't like the high vibrations. Expel them right out. Gone.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's really great. And we have that here. It's the Molecular Enhancer by Dan Dial.
And
you've
been
using
using
Live.
If you want to
light
give
rack
birth
as well.
Yes.
to a poop alien, the light rack's really cool. People have discussed that.
Beautiful.
The crystal light rack's really nice. More subtle, right?
And
But
I alternated between the bulb and the light rack some too,
perfect.
so.
Perfect, symbiotic.
Now, you really are
Machines.
a beautiful example of a guest who, like, you came to do the work. So we can have guests who go out on tour every day, and if they're doing that, then they don't have time to sit in their room, read the entire Radical Forgiveness book, and do the worksheets. You said you did it 5 times.
I've done.
That's
I've
a lot
done
of work.
6 or 7.
And
now.
then
Yeah.
to take time to do both of those gadgets every day, and you're going to yoga, and you're going to meditations, and ecstatic dance.
Yeah.
You did Vipassana.
Well, I
You
feel
really-
like that's why I came here.
Yeah.
And I think
Yep.
also being a mom and knowing that you have to go back and it's like you're going to be on constantly, for every day for until I get another trip. It's like I'm going to make the most of my time, and I feel like I have. And it, and actually there's so much fun stuff to do.
There
here.
is.
Also, like I've also taken advantage of just the.
You've done all of it. You've done the work.
You have done the
You've
tours.
had some fun.
Yeah.
You did the tour, but you can't. You started. You did the work. You're like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna stay
I
here,
really
man. For
did,
about the
yeah.
first 10 days, you were doing the work. You stayed on the farm, and you really went within. And then you were like, I think I'm ready. I'm gonna have a little bit of fun now, which
Yeah.
that's part of life too, is smiling and having a good time. You can constantly be doing,
Right.
it's part. Have a good time, and you had a good time with us. While you were having a good time, you were still working, too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and I really loved the forgiveness workshop that Jody hosted, and we talked
Yeah.
about some other really simple tools.
Ho'oponopono.
Oh my God.
Ho'oponopono.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will say too, just with the radical forgiveness, that even that first week with the first 5 worksheets that I did, the first 5 issues that I was looking at, I experienced within 12 or 24 hours of doing the work, spontaneous shifts in other people that situation involved without me doing or saying anything.
Wow.
Opening up to me, taking, like, kind of apologizing or clarifying. And it was, like, because it happened so quickly, I really was like, okay, I believe this works. So I kept doing it.
Nice. Amazing. I mean, really, Candace, thank you for being here. So you're going home. What's going to happen? A brand new
She's a
mom.
mom.
They're going to get John. You're going to get a brand new wife, like a new wife and a new mom,
Fully nourished.
fully nourished, happy,
Vibrant.
healthy, vibrant.
Full.
Yeah, I think I'm really being here it's really helped me see how much I really absolutely need to take care of myself on a daily basis. So there are going to be some adjustments because I want to keep this work that I've done here. I want to keep the momentum going. And I think, not having me around for a month, they're going to be, it's going to be so great to be back. And I'm also going to have to draw new boundaries for myself.
A family meeting.
Yeah, maybe
Not
something
that his
like
family
that.
sit down. But then how about this? You're a leader. You're a teacher. I can really feel that. How about having like a group, like a mother's group where like maybe they can't come down to Costa Rica, but you could have.
Why not?
You could have like a mother's.
Yes, you can.
Steaming.
Don't listen to him. You can
Well,
too.
I know. Well, I know that, but you know what I mean. Like that, you could have like in your local, like and make you feel better than everybody else.
Yeah, actually, that's
Your
something
friends, the women.
that could totally happen because I do
Soccer mom healing, we'll call it.
Right. Yeah.
Soccer mom transformation.
Soccer mom's pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, really. I mean, I think that's pretty cool. because you're a leader. You know,
women's
so-
circles
True.
and full moon
Yeah,
circles.
like what Lacey does.
Full moons tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, I do want to give a shout out to Lacey
Definitely.
and Anna and Jack. But
Mhm.
just quickly, the yoga, the offerings that Lacey has offered here, the experiences I've had with her have been
Yeah.
so big and transformational, and just like I'm just so impressed with all the staff here. Like everyone that you guys have brought on board has a presence and just like an intuitive. They're so quickly intuitive about what guests need and how to help us and support us, and it's fun.
So
It's
much
like,
gratitude for them.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the yoga has been super.
Actually, our next video that we're going to
Such a-
post after interviewing you will be talking to Lacey about her
She
retreat.
leaves us for a bit.
Yeah, and the ecstatic dance is like incredible.
It is
just
amazing.
Dancing out, in nature and with other people, but really in yourself. So healing.
Yep.
And the yes no meditation.
Whew, that was an intense afternoon, man. People screaming no. I can feel the energy up here at the house, and I'm like, oh God.
Yeah, I was telling Jody before, I feel like every day here has been like a little mini series of miracles. And like, you think, oh, I'm going to go to this meditation. I don't know what it is. And then an hour later, you're like
Bam.
oh my God, I just took
Yeah.
another giant step. And I see how it fits in. And then you think, oh, okay, you go to bed. The next morning you wake up and like, oh, what's today? And then, and then this big opening, or just this really,
Yeah.
sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's not.
Yeah, sometimes the days are, fun and they're just full of laughter, and then other days are deep down the rabbit hole. But that's just form of life.
Yeah. And even today, Anna in the kitchen, I started talking about going home. Like, I'm a little nervous. I'm going to have to be
Yeah.
in charge of food again for a family, and that's really challenging for me. So she just like sat down with me, and she's like, well, why don't you start with the fun stuff, and like
Nice.
make
Banana ice cream,
banana
breakfast,
ice
lunch,
cream.
dinner.
And
That's what I would do.
Some of our guests
John,
eat
that's
that
what I
way.
would do with your kids. Banana ice cream. It's not bad.
But it was just so great to have her understand where I was coming from, and then use her knowledge and experience from here, and like help send me off, back with a set of tools I can use for my family, for myself. So
Nice.
Apparently, it's time to go to meditation.
Listen to that. If Farm Life Family, if you just heard that, that was like the horn, the shell horn for I am
Sound
playing the gong for our guests.
Gong
And that's
bath.
awesome. So I'm going to gong bath her one final time. I'm going to levitate everyone. So, Farm Life Family, Candace, we love you.
Love you,
Thank you.
Candace.
You're a member of the family.
Oh, yeah.
John, we'll see you soon. You can't escape us.